Olivia. I am so excited that you chose to send a question out to me to help you to be more successful in your venture of getting more energy and waking up in the morning to exercise. Before we get started, I wanted to let you know that I am not a nurse, I am not a psychologist, and I'm not a medical doctor. But what I will do is give you information based on my personal experiences, either having dealt with that issue or talking to different doctors that have given me some of their advice to be able to help some of my friends. So with that, we're going to get started. Okay, Olivia, you were wanting to know how you can wake up and have more energy in the morning so that you can exercise. And that's been a struggle for you here in the past. So one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to talk about starting a routine. So what does a routine mean? That means that we're going to prepare at nighttime. So your nighttime, we're going to talk about going to bed much earlier. I don't know what time you're going to bed now, maybe 12, 1, 2, 3, I don't know. But we're going to talk about earlier. So if we're wanting to get up at 7 in the morning to exercise, we need to be in bed by 11 p.m. And I know that may sound early if you're awake or going to bed like at 12, 1, 2, etc. I'm not really sure what time you're going to bed, and I'm not really sure what time you want to wake up. But what we want to do is at least get 8 to 9 hours of sleep, preferably. If you only can get 7, then that's fine. We'll work with that. But what we're going to need to do is have consistency. What does that mean? Consistency means if you choose 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11, let's not do later than 11:30. But if you're going to choose those times, you need to be consistent with that and do that on a daily basis. Now, there are times when things will come up. Maybe perhaps family comes over and that you're chatting and having fun and what good stuff. So you want to have fun and you go to bed really, really late. That's okay. It's okay to break that schedule every now and again. But for the most part, out of 7 days, let's try to at least do 5, 7 preferably. But if we can't do 7, at least 5 days a week. Let's try to go to sleep at the same time. Even if you're not trying to wake up and exercise, we need to be on a routine so that we can build that energy up. Now, sleeping. Going to sleep at that time. If you're used to going to bed a bit later, and now I'm telling you to go to bed at 11, 10:30, that's a little bit challenging at times because your body right now is used to going to bed really, really late. So you may need some things to help calm you down a bit. One, you can meditate, calm your mind down by meditation. That works for some it does not. There's yoga, that works for some it does not. But there's different drinks that you can have. So there's warm milk, and you can use any type of milk. It can be 2%, 1% fat-free, vitamin D. You can use any of those. Warm them up, cup, and preferably like a 8-ounce cup. So you'll do that 8-ounce cup, slip on that milk, and it calms you down. There's also this tea, chamomile tea. That's this particular brand. There are several different brands that you can choose from. So it doesn't have to be this brand, but we want chamomile because chamomile it calms your mind and your brain. And that's what you want. You want to calm things down so that you can get the proper rest that you need. And what we're going to do is we're going to do this an hour before bedtime. We're also not going to watch TV. We're not going to be on our phone. And we're not going to play any games. And we're not going to exercise. Some people exercise an hour before they go to bed because they want to get it in really quick, because they waited really late and they don't want to miss a day, etc. We can't do anything that stimulates our mind too much that makes us want to stay up later. Once we develop this routine, it'll get us in bed much earlier and it's consistent, and then it'll give us more energy in the mornings. So it starts with the night on how successful we are in the morning. Now, in regards to being motivated to exercise, think of something that you would like to achieve by exercising. Exercising makes you healthier. Maybe you can walk up steps a bit easier without breathing heavy or having to stop in the middle of the steps if you start exercising. So tell yourself, by doing this, I'm going to be able to do more and it won't be so difficult for me. Think about it. Think about what you want to achieve by doing this exercising. Or say, for instance, there's a trip coming up here soon, maybe spring break, maybe summer, you're taking this cruise, or you're going to the beach, and you want this body that look a certain way, but it's going to take exercise, eating right and then exercise. So what you do is you put that goal down somewhere in front of you where you can keep looking at it on a daily basis and remind yourself, this is how I need to be 5 pounds lighter, or I need to build muscle, or I just want to feel better, more energetic by exercising. I want to feel more energetic by exercising. So you have that note. And then if I'm going to feel more energetic, I have to exercise. No excuses. So you write those notes around so that you can see them. And that'll give you that extra push when you're feeling like, I don't want to do this today. That'll remind you, yes, you do, because remember what you said, when you go on vacation, you want to have more energy. And in order for you to have more energy, you're going to have to exercise. And you're going to have to follow the routine about going to sleep on time and not doing the social media, TV, exercise, and things of that sort. So those will be your incentives as to what you must do so that you can have the best success. Now, the other thing I would suggest would be, instead of saying, well, I have to do an hour of exercise every single day, when you're just starting out and it's kind of difficult and not so fun at first, I would say start out with a smaller amount of time. That being said, perhaps maybe instead of an hour, maybe do 30 minutes. So we do, just to get your body used to it, maybe do 10 minutes of cardio, and then go into your workout routine, whatever that may be. You may just be doing aerobics. I'm not really sure. So if even with that, instead of doing 45 minutes aerobics, maybe you do 30 minutes aerobics. When you first start out, we want to start out slow so it doesn't seem like it's just too much, overwhelming and all that good stuff. We don't want that. So we're going to start out slow. These things will help motivate you to want to keep coming back the next day. So each day, we're going to add a couple more minutes on to this program until we get to where we want to be. Now, there's also affirmations to help you put on top of all these other wonderful things I'm sharing with you. Affirmations, wonderful. Some people love them. Some people have to get used to them, but a lot of people talk about them and the benefits of them. I use them all the time. They help inspire me, motivate me, and empower me in those challenging times. I keep them everywhere. I even have them on my phone where they just pop up. That's a good thing too. You can pop up, let it pop up, set a timer where that different affirmation. You can say, I have an abundance amount of energy. I love exercising because of how it makes me feel. I love exercising because of the way that it makes me look. I feel much happier when I exercise. Those are affirmations that you can take advantage of. And there's more that I'm sure that you could come up with to help motivate you in these challenging times. So if you do all of those things, you'll have the best success at having more energy and exercising however often you want to do it. So you'll have to sit down and say, what time do I want to be up? How long do I want to exercise starting off? And where do I want to be maybe in 2 weeks? Do I want to be from 10 minutes to 20 minutes to 30 minutes? Where do I want to be? Where do I see myself in 2 weeks moving up to? If you write these things down, it holds you more accountable for that. Now, some people also get a partner. So if you have a partner and you tell them, hey, I'm going to start exercising, and for the first 2 weeks, this is what I'm going to do. And what that partner will do is come back and say in a couple of days, hey, you said you were working out. Have you been doing that? And what happens is you start to feel really bad because you didn't exercise and you feel like I need to be held. They're holding me accountable by asking me this, so I need to get busy. Sometimes that motivates us as well. So you have to see where you are, because sometimes I do have clients that have anxiety, so that's not something that they want to deal with. So it depends on where you are with things of that sort. But all the other things that I mentioned, that's just holding you accountable by doing the routine at night, starting that off good, and then you get your proper rest, and you'll wake up in the morning and you'll be ready to exercise because you'll have more energy. So Again, start slow, meaning not so many minutes at the very beginning to just get started. And then you can reward yourself, like after 30 days, and say, hey, you know, I've completed this and I have so much energy. Things are going great for me. Let me up it a little bit more now. This is what I want to do. But you will have been started. So I hope all of this advice helps you. Keep this recording, refer back to it if you need to, or come back. Ask me something else. We can move forward to the next level if you want me to. I am here for you, and I'm so glad you reached out. And if you think of someone else that may need some help or assistance and they are not aware of me, please give them my information so that they too can contact me and I can help them in the area of concern for them. Good luck, Olivia. I know that you're going to be successful. Have an amazing day and keep being wonderful. Thanks, beautiful. Have a wonderful evening.